Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. Tonight in Season 8, it is round 16. We are heading to the Marina Bay circuit for the Singapore Grand Prix. And we are coming off the back of a bittersweet result. We got what it turned out to be a comfortable victory for Donna in the end at Monza. However, it didn't really work out for Embry. She had a lock-up halfway around turn one. Locked up going into Ascari. She was leading the race briefly. Max got past her on softs. And then in the run to Ascari, she locked up really badly, dropped to the back of the grid, ran out of completely under confidence. And then we had a bit of a fight to try and get her up into the points at the end, and we just missed out. I think it was 11th we finished in the end. Not a great result for Embry, but we got points over Red Bull. You can see in the constructors standings, we do have a 12-point lead over them in the constructors. We do have a lead in the drivers as well, which has gone up. We now have a very nice 69-point lead over Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc also 69 points behind, tied with Max, but with fewer victories, which is why he's in third. Embry lost a little bit of ground to Charles and Norris with her non-points finish. So we need to try and turn that around if we want to get her up into the top four, or at least the top four. Hopefully, if we can get her into third, but I think that might be just a bridge too far. We shall have to see. Singapore is tonight's Grand Prix. We've got a few days until the race itself. We finished off by... What did we finish off by doing? We finished off by getting our training done. So we've got a new ATR period that's about to start. So let's jump onto that. There's our spare front wings. There we go. ATR period is here. I think this is the 5th ATR period. I think we have one more. Give them advance time. Oh, God, the factory's on fire. Of course the factory's on fire. Yeah, well, isn't it? So this is where we were. I accidentally skipped forward a day, so we're now here. I do believe we have one more ATR period. Yes, there we go. After Brazil, we have the final ATR period. I don't think we'll have time to actually get any parts on the car from that period, unless we throw 6 engineers on a rush and then emergency manufacture. So effectively we're down to our last ATR period, I think, in the grand scheme of things. Let's try and manufacture these underfloors, but with the factory on fire, that might be a little tricky. Oh wow, is that it? Is that all we're getting? It's just a slight improvement to dirty air. Okay, I thought we would do a little bit better than that. Slight loss to low speed, slight increase to dirty air. You know what? There's no point even building those. Absolutely no point at all. So instead, we will use the ATR period to build something that could be useful. See if I can get away with half hours rather than full hours. And see if we can make any kind of meaningful impact with this. May as well go super fragile for these last ones because they're not going to have that many races to do. Let's see. Do really want to try and improve acceleration if at all possible. Just having a little play around to see how I can affect that. In fact, that's actually just killed my acceleration, hasn't it? Oh no, there we go, clicked off. Yeah, that's about the best I can get. It's not going to give me much. Alright, let's throw all of the hours in then. And maybe just go with one final part. Again, it doesn't really give me much. Alright, so that's the front wing. Let's have a look. So that's a rear wing. Let's have a look at the front wing. I think we may as well just go full hours. How you doing, Victor? But this probably isn't going to impact our acceleration in any way, but it will give us more downforce. Not that we really need the downforce. I need to find something that's going to give me a real boost to acceleration. Do I really want to go down the route of another new chassis? I do want to have a look and see what impact a full hours chassis would have. Yeah, nothing substantial. Alright, what about a side pod? Maybe a side pod will give us an improvement to our acceleration that is a little bit more significant. No. It won't. But that will give us about the same amount of speed that we would get from the rear wing. About the same amount of acceleration, would even give us a decent amount of improved downforce as well. I don't know if there's any part that I can put on the car now that's going to have a significant impact, apart from maybe a suspension. Because we haven't done that many suspensions. No, it gives us really good downforce. And it even boosts the brakes a fair bit as well without even trying. Does make it very fragile. Two to three races for a suspension. They're not cheap. Even in Dino, even in refill. But the drag reduction is almost non-existent. I don't think there's a part that we can put on that's going to significantly impact the performance of the car. So it's now going with the best option of what we have. Let me have one more look at the rear wing again. It's either going to be a rear wing or a side pod. Rear wings will take the least time to build, which is why I'm leaning towards the rear wings, because they take 3 days each, which is nothing. We strip all of that out. Push that all the way up as much as we can. Yeah, that's the best option, I think. So now we need to try and get this on the car in a timely fashion. I would like it for Austin, if at all possible. What the hell, I may as well just go full on rush this. Try and get it for the sale. Yeah, we'll do that. And then that's it. That'll be the final part that we design for the car. So now we just need to make sure we have enough spare parts on everything else for the rest of the season. So let's take a quick look at our warehouse. I've only got 2 chassis. I am building more. 2 suspensions. I'm building more suspensions. Got 1 coming. Add 2 more onto the list. Add 2 more onto that as well. And let's have a look. So I've got more rear wings to come, and soon, so I shouldn't need any more rear wings now. Side pods, I will need a couple of side pods. So let's whack a couple more of those in. And what's my underfloor situation like? Yeah, I may as well just stick to the underfloor I've already got. There's no real point building that that other one. There we go. So we've got a whole load of parts now in production, which will take a while, because obviously we have a factory fire the day of let's start building stuff. I'm amazed actually it's taken us this long to suffer a factory fire this year. But in 19 days we will have a new rear wing that we will try and rush through and get onto the car ASAP. Will I even have a slot available? Yes, I will. I've still got a slot free. And the fire should hopefully be out by then. Be worried if it's not. And now we can use the remaining cost cap we have to maybe buy a new engine or a couple of new engine parts for the Donna. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, a bit of a disappointment, that underfloor. I thought there'd be a slightly more of an improvement than we actually saw there. Oh, it's going to shut down the factory for 14 days. Oof. Okay. Hope nothing breaks and that can't be replaced in that time. It's a very wet Singapore. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Heavy rainfall on a notoriously difficult circuit. That's not going to be fun. Could be a tough one tonight. Hospitality refurb is done. Let's have a quick look in here. Nothing needs a refurb yet. All good. All good. Right, let's check our driver control ratings for tonight. There you see 94 points. Donna's controls back up where it should be. 98 still for Embry. That's good. And need the control ratings tonight. Still terrible adaptability. My car's too competitive. They're trying to nerf me. They're nerfing everybody at the end of the season. Luckily, we're not getting much in the way of performance gains, but I don't think the AI is getting much at all, if any, because I think they're all focusing purely on research now for next year. And of course, we don't have a next season, so we're ignoring the change in regulations. It does mean, and I will have a look afterwards, that the Aston Martin is going to be horrendous next year because we will have done zero research and we'll be hit with like a 50 to 70% performance loss across the board. Oh god, this car will be dog shit next year. Right, let's set some targets for tonight. Reach 2 cars into Q2, should be able to do that. It's a dry quali, so I'm hoping for a decent quali performance. We're going to go both in Q3, both in the top 8. Finish position 2 in the top 8. I'm hopeful, but we'll see. We'll try and get the fastest lap, but that depends on what the weather does. Quali position streak 2 in the top 10 for 2 races. Again, should be able to get that one done. And we're going to go with a new finish position streak, and we're going to go back to our old favourite of 2 in the top 12 for 5 races. Actually, how many races are left? This is round 16, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and that'll leave a 3-race streak at the end. Okay, yeah, that works. But actually save those changes. Let's go 4 races, and then we can do another 4-race streak at the end. All right, we're ready for Singapore.
Our Formula One season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. The Marina Bay Street Circuit is lit up and ready for action, looking like some sort of scene from a science fiction movie. But the competition is real, and nothing else can deliver quite like Formula One. The bumpy street surfaces here make this a challenging circuit for the drivers, and the humidity causes them to lose as much as 3 kilos over the course of a race. But it's also
there it is
tough on
down
the
there,
cars, with 23 corners to tackle each and every lap. Good low-speed downforce will make all the difference here.
Aston Martin currently leads the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah!
And while there are plenty of rounds left, the teams know their time is slowly running out.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Some weird flashy particle effects there on the mechanic. Right then, let's get ready for tonight. So let's start by taking out parts, putting in the crap stuff. I'll be the new Williams of 2019, or if I'm lucky, one of the 2010 new teams. It will be bad. That would be a hell of a challenge, actually, to go to a team after a big regulation change like that with zero research done. Maybe that's an idea for a future hardcore series. We shall see. Right. Let's overfuel, as always. It's only about 16, 17 laps around this track of fuel, so 25 should be enough for an overrun on the second run. Right, let's do some setups then. So, there we go, car setup. It's a pretty high downforce circuit. I'm going to go with a 15.5. Oh, that's a bit too much. Let's go with a 15 then. I'm going to go with 7.3 on this one. I'm going to pull that all the way back, and I'm going to push that all the way up. Then we'll do a something a little different for Donna. So go with a 15.5 on this one. We'll go with an 8.2. We'll go with a 3.5. And I'll go with 1. There we go. We send them out. Always catches me out when they go out the other way from the pits. I was expecting them to come towards the camera and they just drove in the opposite direction. Right, who has the worst gearbox? 18. 45. Okay, so Donna's going to be the slower of the two. Let's get her to pull over.
For the car.
Go. So I've been giving a little bit more thought to what I want to do for my own team. And as appealing as the idea is of me having a team branded around the channel, the fact that we won't have complete control because we will be answerable to a board and we could get sacked means that I think
Everything else okay with the car?
we'll be resurrecting a former team, a team that's died. I haven't decided which team I'm going to go with yet, but I am open to teams that you would like to see come back. If there's any teams out there specifically that have gone by the wayside that you would like to see come back, I am open to suggestions.
Feedback.
Oh, what am I doing? Feedback to look at. Oh, God, 38% with Donna. That's terrible. Embridge is pretty good. Completely forgot to call him in. All right, not too far off. I'm not sure if that's the right way with the front wing. It might be the other way. Gonna go the other way. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Ooh, this one's very, very wrong. Let's try a 4.6. Let's go down to a 7. Let's pull that all the way back to there. Okay. doesn't smell right to me. Let's go with something like that. I'll drop that to a 5.5. Arrows or something old school like Cooper or Matra, or perhaps obscure like Pacific or Life or Europe Run. Yeah, I don't want to do a big OEM, so I don't want to do something like Honda or Lamborghini, or well, I suppose we could kind of do Honda, but I don't really want to do Honda. I don't want to do Toyota or I say Lambo for the obvious reasons that we won't have their engine. So I'm absolutely not doing Andrea Moda. But yeah, I mean, it seemed like Arrows is definitely a possibility. So likewise, no BMW. No manufacturer brands. Because one thing I absolutely hate is when a manufacturer just slaps their name on a car that has nothing to do with the engine. Looking at you, Alfa Romeo.
Hold the car.
Alright, that's an improvement, but it's still way off. I may as well keep running. You'd love to say Minardi or Tyrrell, but those teams are technically still on the grid. Yeah. I am also considering the possibility of maybe adopting the name of an F2 team. Or a team that runs in a lower category as well. So teams like Rodin, maybe Kramer, ART, something like that. You know, there's some options out there. Boring answer, Andretti. Again, can't really go Andretti because we can't put Cadillac in the game. There's no General Motors option for an engine.
Okay, we take the flag.
Should have stuck with the 4.6, I think. Well, that is going to be all the way up there, isn't it? Go. Let's have a look at car 2, Everest car. Oh wow, yeah, that front wing is way too low. It's not quite there. That's not quite there. Maybe that has to be a 6.4 and that has to go up. That actually looks pretty damn good. But I like that a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go with that. Didn't High Tech try and join? Yes, they did. At the same time as Rodin as well. Rodin even, I think, said that they would guarantee one of their seats to an F2 driver. If memory serves.
Track should be great.
There was another one as well. There's I think a Malaysian company. Was it Malaysian or was it Chinese? I think it was Malaysian. Malaysian billionaire that wanted to run his own team. That also got rejected out of hand as well. I have thought about, this is Stefan GP there. I've been thinking maybe Simtech as a possible brand. As well. I don't know. I mean, I'm still part of me wants to come up with a fictional team. Part of me that wants to do an old team that's been resurrected.
What was the balance, please?
You'd love to see the MTV colours. Well, no, we wouldn't have the MTV colours because we wouldn't have an MTV sponsorship. It would be very different liveries. I still don't know. Still don't know how I want to go about this, because if we go with the idea of resurrecting a former team, that might impact which starting thing we go with. Maybe a fictional team if we're going to go with everything on the lowest possible setting. What's the team? What's the name of Brad Pitt's new team in F1? You know, in the movie. Maybe we do Brad Pitt's team. About 80%. That's still way off. Oh, wow. So that's actually a 6-4. Okay, I went the wrong way on that. Well, if we correct that and then just tweak everything back, that should theoretically drop this pretty much where it needs to be. Yeah, that might be it. Just that one change. I suppose we can play about with this when I get my hands on the game. We can have a look in that first live stream and look at creating some liveries and use that as maybe inspiration and see where we go from there. Like I said, the series won't be starting day and date of the release. There'll be a few days before we do actually go ahead and do that. So it'll give me a little bit more time to poll opinion and have a little bit of an experimentation. I feel if we go with a team that's based around me, then we're kind of handcuffed to that team all the way through, assuming I don't get fired. But if we go with a different team, like resurrecting a historical team or a fictional team like Brad Pitt's team, then we will have that option to leave. If things start getting a little bit too easy, we can move and then try and take them down, having just built them up, kind of thing. It'll feel weird to leave and face it. Well, I don't. The other thing is, I think if we move to an existing team, I doubt we'll have livery control. I think we'll just be stuck with that identity. I don't think we'll have the ability to change the Ferrari livery if we were to move to Ferrari, for example. For obvious reasons. I don't know if the sponsorship thing will work with an existing team either. Beautiful. We nailed it. Never actually checked. That's good. So Embers is done. Still waiting on Donna. APX. I wonder if it's actually Apex. And that's just a clever marketing way of putting Apex. %. We're still not even close. Oh, come on. Are you telling me it's really going to be back at 7-3? We started there. Right. Screw it. Let's go back to a 2.7. Let's just try that. Try and eliminate that option. Here's an idea. How about Goodwood? Placed around the Festival of Speed. And then that would give us a legitimate excuse to run some historical liveries. Goodwood Races. Right, into the final practice session. Going to run mediums again. We're going to save an extra set of softs. It's going to be a wet race, but softs do last pretty well around here. So if there is dry running, I want to have multiple sets of softs available. It also gives us more sets of softs, hopefully, to play about with in qualifying. But it will remove a little bit of flexibility if there's an extended period of dry running. On the flip side, because it's going to be a wet race, we won't need to run multiple compounds of dry tyres. So we could just run softs and inters, or softs and full wets, or whatever combination.
Hold the balance, please.
Oh, it's still not there. It's close though. That's 2 clicks a toe, and so I'm pretty sure I can correct that. Oh, BSC.
There's a car in the wall.
Let's call her in. We'll make those changes now rather than just gambling. We'll make sure we're not going to break anything else in the process. The shore is out.
Virtual safety car deployed.
He's the one who put it in the wall.
Deployed. Okay, drive to the delta. Drive to the delta.
I should have left that there. There we go.
virtual safety car is ending.
Right, we can call in Embry. She's done. Boom. Beautiful. Got there in the end. Took longer than I would have liked, but we made it. Running different spec on the cars. I wonder if I can actually replace out those parts. Evening, Anthony. I'll never guess what. You got fired by McLaren. Did you get a podium? Oh, congrats, dude. I'm so pleased for you. Which method did you go with? Did you go with the let's preserve the tyres and try and push towards the end, or did you go with the let's go with a two-stop and push flat out? Both are viable tactics. I've done them both before.
Qualifying is coming up, and the drivers will be ready and raring to go.
Executing the perfect qualifying lap around Singapore comes down to absolute precision. The circuit needs high downforce and a good suspension to maximize grip on the bumpy street surface. It's gotta be said, they are blazing ahead of their teammate right now, and the team will be well aware of that.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Right, let's see what the difference in spec is. Ah, there we go, chassis. Same front wing, same rear wing, different side pods, there we go, it's fixed that. Underfloor, we're not using the new one because it's crap. And suspension, there we go. Alright, good bits into the car. 70% engine should be fine around this track. Go with the 80% gearbox, there we go.
Yes, that's a green light.
I don't know why it always seems to affect Donna. She has that little coming out the pits. Like she's a learner driver who, keeps buddy hopping, trying to come off the clutch.
So focus on braking, on tires.
You can bring
She's
the tyre in.
much too close, so we'll get her to pull over, let Embry through, create more of a realistic gap. Like that. So he went with the one stops. Medium to soft. Medium to soft is tricky. Sometimes I think that going soft to medium is probably the better option. Although I don't always follow my own advice on that one. Case in point, last night I went medium to soft. In a one-stop race where you can expect the AI to go mediums to hards, then going softs to mediums means that you can really protect those soft tyres and still have pace advantage over the mediums. And then likewise, you can go mediums to hards. When they're going mediums to hards, you can then go from softs to the mediums, still have that grip advantage and protect the tyres, and end up with strong pace at the end. Oh, you went medium hard with Lando. Medium soft with Oscar. Yeah, Oscar's tyre wear in year one isn't amazing.
Position is good.
That's one thing I am actually looking forward to in the new build that's coming is the front wing, and I don't know if any other parts, I would imagine maybe the suspension as well, but certainly the front wing has an element for tyre preservation added into the construction of the car. So it'd be really interesting to see how much of an impact that has in comparison to a driver's smoothness rating. It'll probably take us a little while to suss that one out completely, but we'll figure it out eventually. Max is out on track at the moment, warming up. We're going to be catching him before the end of the lap, I think. We've also got Behrman out, and one of the AlphaTauris is on a push lap. It is Stroll. See the split time difference. Very close between the two. About even Steven. Nip and tuck. It's going to be very, very close between these two. And we didn't actually catch Max either, which is good. There we go, 1/10 of a second difference, and Embry actually had a quicker run, which surprised me.
Okay, stay close to the reference.
I'm curious to see if that's going to be quick enough, whether we need to run again. We're only a little bit quicker than Stroll, a tiny bit slower than Max. Stroll's way too good in this game. Yeah, he is massively overrated in this game. Really hope that they nerf him a little bit. It's not just that he's got good baseline stats, but it's also that he has way too much progression. You know, he improves more in 3 seasons in this game than he has done in 7 seasons in real racing. Ridiculous. We are definitely through. But I am curious as to who is going to struggle. Let's have a look. Piastri is definitely in trouble. Norris in trouble as well. Is that Norris behind us? It is. All right, let's ride with Norris then. We will see Oscar in front. So they're both improving in the first. But then you'd expect that on their second run. Stroll, we're just talking about Stroll. He's just gone purple in the middle. Stroll goes second. My game's broken. Or are you talking about Anthony? So Piastri goes up to 10th, Norris up to 5th. Good lap for Norris. Now Russell is in danger. He improves his time, but only just by a couple of thousandths. Russell's still in trouble. Has he done enough? Maloney is on a flying lap and behind a Red Bull. He's behind Leclerc. So Maloney could get a mighty lap in here. Which one of the Williams is that? It's Albon. Albon could get through maybe as well. Belijax is coming up to the line. Belijax is through. That's knocked out Russell. Vasseur is out. Who else improved? Someone else improved as well. Because Russell's gone down 2 places. Oh, Albon, I think, just got held up slightly there. Maloney goes all the way up to 5th place. And Albon gets through as well. So we're going to say goodbye to Belijax, Behrman, Vasseur, Russell and Porsche.
Good job.
Interesting. Very interesting. We've seen Russell cut through the field, though, in racing recently. Could he do that again tonight? Well, he's going to have to, starting down in 19th. On to Q2.
Track should be green now.
No little stutter out of the pits. And both McLarens are coming out as well, Ocon and Norris. There's Ocon, I think.
Wake up those bikes.
Yeah, and there's Norris. And Sainz as well. So we've got a little bit of action on track straight away. But our car looked pretty quick in that first session. Just one run. And it was still good enough for both cars in the top 5. No, 3rd and 8th in the end. But no, still good. Still good pace. It was a very, very tight session. A lot of cars very close to each other in terms of time. Could make getting out of this session tricky for some. It could make the battle for pole very tight indeed. Any hold-ups from traffic will be an absolute killer. Luckily, we've got a nice clean run. We've also got Stroll and Tsunoda on track now as well. Stroll we're not going to catch, and I don't think we'll catch Sonoda either. And apart from us, no one's getting a slipstream run on this first attempt. So we'll get a genuine look at some of the pace of the competitors. As Albon makes his way out of the garage, as does Verstappen. Definitely going to be a purple lap for Donna. Question is by how much? She's definitely closed up. Gained a huge amount of time in that middle sector. Up to the line we go. And there we go, 7/10 of a second. Ooh, that is pretty hefty. So I think we're going to need to give Embry another run.
Make sure you stay negative on your way. Pierre John in box.
Look at the gap. 1.7 seconds for Norris. He had clean running as well, no traffic. How is he so slow? That's a bit of a shock. See what Stroll can manage. Just 6 thousandths slower than Sainz. Second behind Donna's time though. As Gasly pops out on track. Again, there's that little judder.
Okay, good braking, please.
So Max has gone through and is half a second slower than Donna, but quicker by a couple of tenths over Embry. There is Max. Yeah, 1.5 tenths, look. I'm a little concerned just how close Embry is. Hopefully they'll space out a little bit more as the lap progresses. Don't like them being quite so close. We've got an Alpine coming. This could be problematic depending on where he catches us. Oh God, the gap has stayed really tight. Too tight.
Track is clear, track is clear. Charge your last corner.
Now we have traffic to potentially worry about. Don't need a massive improvement here from Embry, just enough, just to make sure she's safe. Is this going to be enough of an improvement? Don't think it will. Yeah, no improvement. Bit of a shame. They were too close. There was no room for Embry to close up in the slipstream. Disappointing. Don't think there's any improvement to be had in those tyres now. But we'll try. We'll try sending them out one more time. She's not even going to go out behind. But we've got a little bit of a buffer here, just in case we get pulled over with traffic. I can always sabotage Donna's lap. She is absolutely safe. And we have got peak confidence now with Embry as well. Maybe that'll be enough. So Joe's on a flyer, just starting. Got a fair bit of traffic in front of him. A little lift through the corner there. Nothing too substantial, but it might just affect his time slightly in the first sector.
A little bit of traffic. Charge your place corner.
Track clear.
Charge on.
Kind of sabotaging Hajar a little bit here, but he's safe, so I don't have any qualms about that. Embry's probably safe as well, but I just want to see if I can get a little bit of improvement on these tyres.
Overtake available.
And Hajar was never going to improve behind Donna anyway. because she's not got the pace either on these tyres. Yeah, there we go. No improvement. Didn't expect there to be honest, but worth having a look. Norris again in trouble. Needs something special here. He is up. Oh wow, Hajar did actually go purple in the first sector. Oh, that kind of tracks. And Norris is out. Both McLarens are out. 12th and 13th. Albon is out. Gasly's out. Maloney is on a flyer, but not improving. Looks like Stroll is just going to survive here. 0.07 of a second is all that Maloney needs to find in the final sector. Well, assuming he wasn't that down that much. Joe. No, not Joe. Leclerc has just popped up into 4th. Maloney can't improve. He is out.
P5.
Little smattering of applause there from Embry's crew.
Okay, mate, nice work.
So we're going to say goodbye to Zane Maloney, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon, 1,000th slower than Ocon there, and Pierre Gasly. Again, look at that. It's only, what, a tenth? A tenth, exactly 1/10, separating 11th to 15th there. Right, final session. We have 4 sets of tyres, so we've got 2 sets to play about with here. We're going to go with a switcheroo run on this first lap, this first run.
Track should be good.
So 1 lap, switch positions on the cool down, and then another flying lap. Oscar's coming out early as well. Will we see the Red Bulls popping out early? Both of them have made it through for the first time in a while. We are seeing Sonoda coming out as well.
Okay, and we need to wake up the brakes now. Make sure you give us a couple of good braking.
Now Zhou comes out as well. And there is Leclerc. So the question now is, when are the other 4 going to come out? Please don't be right in front of us. Hajar coming out behind Leclerc. So Hajar going for a slipstream attempt. Now I want there to be no one else coming out until we go through. So immediately Stroll pulls out.
And there'll be no one ahead.
We have a big gap in front of us. Charge your first corner.
Alright, we'll have a clean run. Most of it. Even in tiny. I was just wondering if you were going to pop in tonight. Max now makes his way out of the garage. Tenth and a half in the first sector. Another couple of tenths there, 2.5 tenths in the middle. So about 4 tenths difference now, give or take a little bit. Final sector. There's the switcheroo. What is the difference in the end? 0.54 seconds. Nice. I'm doing well, Tiny. Glad to hear you had fun camping. Right, Leclerc about to throw down the gauntlet. Joe goes second. Hajar could get a nice run here. Leclerc only good enough for fifth. Hajar goes second now. He did get that slipstream in the end. Now Max starts his flying lap. Stroll sets an identical time to Piastri, but Piastri set it first. But he stays fourth, Stroll in fifth. Embry now dropping down the order, so this switcheroo run should hopefully propel her back to the top end.
So we are good for traffic. Charge your place corner.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Purple in the first. That's a strong start. Actually, we don't really need to see. Those stats there. It's going to be a really quick lap. Oh, Max is just 3 thousandths behind Embry, behind Donna. Where did that lap time come from? That was a mighty lap from Verstappen. Because that was clean running as well, I believe. Nobody near him. Embry goes 18 thousandths ahead.
That's a good lap.
Look how tight the top three is. Just 200ths of a second separating the top three now. That is insanely close. Joe's gone early for a second run. There he is, coming out of the pit lane. We're going to bolt on some new softs. Do a 1-lap run. Now Leclerc and Piastri are coming out for another run. Max gets back to the pit lane. Like to try and get out behind him, but he might leave before we get back. It's going to be a very, very tight finish to the session. And now we wait. There goes Piastri starting his flying lap. There goes Sajar. Leclerc now starts his flying lap. Come on, Max. Here he comes. I've gone too soon. Ah, interesting. Okay, so Donna has popped out behind an Alpine.
Okay, good work on brakes and tires, please.
Potentially too close, not close enough to the Alpine. Because I went too early, but there's a big enough gap, so Verstappen won't get a slipstream off the back of Embry, off the back of Donna, but Embry will get a slipstream here off the back of Max. Who's that else in front? Oh, it's Tsunoda. Did Tsunoda get out in front of me as well? He did. So Tsunoda could also suddenly become a factor here in this final fight. Ooh. Extra drama. Extra drama. Joe's on an in-lap. Best he could do was 5th. Piastri stays ahead of Stroll. But Stroll's on a flying lap. Piastri, he's done. He improved his time because they were identical. Am I close enough? Not sure. Probably not. There is Max in the background.
Track is clear. Okay, you can go. You can go.
And track is now clear.
Tsunoda's not close enough, I don't think. Embry's definitely closer to Tsunoda than Tsunoda is to Max. Yeah, we are definitely not close enough to Sainz. So if anyone's going to improve, it's almost certainly going to be Embry. And she goes purple.
Good job, that's a checker flag.
Max didn't improve in the first sector. No improvement for Donna here. It's another purple sector for Embry. He's going to cement pole position here. Max has not improved either. Still not over though. Donna crosses the line, no improvement. What about Max? No improvement. He stays where he was, and we pull out another 0.3 of a second. So Embry secures pole position. Donna will line up alongside on the second row. Max in 3rd. Leclerc in 5th. Stroll peels into the pits, having already set his time, and stays last. Did not improve on that final run. Oh, there we go. Pole position. Front row lockout. Now we have to deal with the weather.
Welcome to race day. And before we get down to it, last-minute checks are being made.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall.
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
To be honest, I think they're exceeding expectations and impressing a lot of people with their performances.
The whose engine will roar loudest today? Unpredictable times ahead here at the Singapore Grand Prix.
Okay, evening Wayne. Let's take it. Oh, it's going to rain early, and then it's going to dry up pretty quickly as well by the look of it. So it's going to be shit. Not going to be good. That's going to go very wet very quickly. I think we have to go straight to full wets, maybe. And then we'll look to box for dry somewhere about there. Those tyres won't go the distance, so let's add in extra softs there. And a set of scrubbed softs at the start. There may be a tapering off period where we go onto inters, but we may not even go onto full wets at all. We may just go and stay on inters. We shall see when the rain actually starts to fall just how heavy it's going to be. But that is our kind of default starting strategy there. So we're going to start on scrub softs for Embry as well. We're going to go with one extra lap of fuel. We're going to absolutely muller the car in these opening laps. Hammer it like crazy. And let's keep our fingers crossed that we don't lose too much time in those transitional periods.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and it won't be long until we get underway. A chance for the Aston Martin driver to show what they can do.
They've got a fantastic opportunity starting on pole, but can they carry it through to the end?
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix.
Looks like everyone's on softs.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Allez vite au-dessus.
Yeah, the whole field starting on the soft tyres. No surprise there. It's a strong start from Embry. Max has made a good launch off the line. We have the inside line, but Max has actually pulled ahead of us. Can we dive bomb him here? No, we can't. So instead, with Donna, let's save the battery. Let's save it with Embry as well, actually. Because we're not going to have time to rebuild this. And let's have a look at the track details. So it's going to go damp, but we need to see more. Need to see if it's going to go full wet conditions, which it probably will. Now let Max burn his battery up, and then we will try and burn past him with battery and DRS in a couple of laps' time. Donna under pressure already from Isaac. Leclerc still there in 5th, keeping a watching brief at the moment. We don't have to worry about turning these tyres down because they're not going to be on the car for more than another 4 laps or so. Now we'll turn the batteries on. And we'll stop defending. Go pure attack now. Joe putting Leclerc under a bit of pressure.
Happy to stay where we are. DRS enabled.
Embry now closing in on Max just as we get to the first of the DRS zones.
P3.
We go up the inside, try and hold the line. Rain's starting to fall already as we approach George's favourite corner. Through what used to be the old Singapore Sling chicane, which was the biggest joke in Formula One. The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So glad they got rid of it. Max is going to have a look, but we've got him covered. And Embry now just about into range as well. Sorry, Donna just into range. Weather updates. It is going to go full wets. So we've got to see if we can hang on, basically, and go straight to full wet tyres, I think.
Okay, that is the fastest lap.
Max having another look. He's going to re-pass us here, I think. Just got to hope he hasn't got much in the way of battery left. Now it's a straight DRS manoeuvre because look how close Donna's got. Right, we'll save the battery now.
And we can have recharge on, please.
You can consider a little bit of anti-dip lower, you can.
In fact, I'm even going to go into harvest mode here.
So recharge on.
And Joe did get past Leclerc, although Leclerc has gone up the inside and will complete that move into turn one. He'll have the inside through this chicane sequence. Can Joe stay with him? No, he can't. That move's been blocked off. So Leclerc back up to 5th place. Russell still down in 19th. Porsche still 20th. No progress for either of them. Norris has got in front of Ocon. Stroll's got in front of Oscar. Going to be damp in 1 minute. So if anyone's going to box for inters, they're going to do it at the end of this lap. That water level is going up now, and it's going up quickly. I don't think the track's going to be wet enough or stay damp enough long enough to justify going on to inters. I think someone might go early for wets. Some will stay out and then go to wets. That's what we're going to do, because if we go to wets now, we'll destroy them. We'll utterly destroy them. We're going to lose a massive amount of time here either way. But I think this is probably our best option right now, is just to stay out. Need that forecasting to tick over a little bit more. Got to wait another minute. Oh, we've got a safety car. Ooh, now that makes things interesting. What happened? Oh, wow, Joe's on fire. Joe's gone in backwards into the barrier there.
There's a car stopped in turn 3. So there is a lot of debris, and the car's still on the left-hand side.
And now we
so
have to make that stop.
Far right. Stay to the far right.
Oh, I missed the replay. Shit, I was too busy doing this. I wanted to see what happened.
Safety car. And make sure you stay positive. Follow the reference.
Right, let's have a look now. Around turn 3. And there's
big explosion from the... Oh, there we go. There's a replay.
What they would have had in mind when they woke up this morning.
Luckily, it just auto-generated one. That's not a really big impact, but the engine literally exploded and it immediately cut away. It's like, oh, no, we can't show that on broadcast television. Yeah. So everyone's going to dive in now. Question is, what tyres are they going for? They've got to go for full wets, surely. It's going to be pandemonium in the pit lane. We are probably going to lose a whole load of positions with Donna here, maybe with Embry as well, as we get held for other cars coming through. But Max could also lose out in a big way here, because he is at the front of the pit lane, and everybody's going to be piling in. Yeah, this could be bad for all three of us here. Leclerc could really suffer here as well, because he's got to stack up behind Max. And everyone is coming in. Oh, Max gets out early. There was a big enough gap. All right, that could have been worse. That could have been so much worse. We only lost one place to Hajar. Leclerc has lost a couple of places. He's down to 7th. Stroll has really benefited from that. Look at that. He's up to 5th. Oscar's gained a couple of places. Everybody's gone full wets. No surprise there. So, not ideal, but certainly not the worst thing to happen. In fact, this safety car is probably a blessing in disguise for us, because we would be losing so much time in these conditions. And we'd be destroying the tyres in the process. We get to bring these tyres in much more gradually. They won't wear out anywhere near as quickly. They're not going to melt. They're still going to overheat, but they won't melt anywhere near as badly as they would have done if we were at racing speed. Even protecting them, they can see they're already overheating. Look. Let's see if we can... no, not pit. Go into clean air just to look after these tyres while we're under the safety car as much as we can. But yeah, we'd be losing a ton of time. We'd be utterly destroying the tyres. And now, when the safety car goes in, we should be pretty much at full wet conditions. Yeah, full wet conditions in 4 minutes. That's less than 2 laps under the safety car. So that really bad intermediate period where we would be on the wrong tyres with low adaptability and we were dropping like a stone, we've managed to bypass pretty much all of that. We are going to probably have to switch to inters before we go onto the softs though. Or again, we'll lose a lot of time. Not going to be on these tyres for too long. 10 laps, 15 laps maybe at most. So we can afford to push them once they've cooled down again. We'll have full battery. It's enough spare fuel on that setting. Let's go that way now. Welcome back, Victor. You've been very quiet since you said hello at the very beginning and haven't said anything since. I'll try not to take it too personally. This is something that needs to change going forward as well. The tyres melting like this under a safety car, the temperature should be plummeting under the safety car, not overheating like this. Mike, sorry about that. Scratching my beard and clobbered the mic. And there we go, we're almost at full wet conditions. Safety car coming in next lap, so we will be at full wets when the safety car comes in. We have managed to bypass that really awkward first stage of the weather change entirely behind the safety car. Very lucky. But yeah, I think this is, as I say, this is a major flaw in the tyre model, is that these tyres are overheating right now, and they shouldn't be. They should be dropping like a stone in temperatures. Inters and wet tyres only work when there is temperature in them. And when you go slow like this, the temperature just leaches out of those tyres immediately, and it's very hard to then switch them back on. Why you see so many mistakes, or so many drivers struggling to control the car on a safety car restart in damp conditions like this, because there's no temperature in the tyres and the hours are still melting. Temps are only coming down now because we're in the optimal conditions for these tyres.
Safety car in this lap. Get ready.
Time to push on these tyres.
On click overtake, please.
And there we go, back to green flag running.
Okay, so the safety car is in the last corner. Racing from the control line.
Stay close.
We can still do it.
I didn't think we were close enough.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
Charge on.
How much time are we going to lose by turning the battery off? That's the question. We are losing a little bit of time. Nothing we can't fix. Just cool these tyres down again. They're almost back in the windows. We're actually getting decent spray effects here tonight, which is good. I mean, I think the light probably helps with that, the street lighting, the floodlights. Would be nice to have slightly heavier spray models going forward. You can see since we turned the tyres down and the battery off, we've lost quite a bit of time to max. That's fine. We're not going to get him in the wet, I don't think. Just want to stay close enough that we can put some pressure on him a little bit later. Stroll lurking behind. Evening, Cloud. Right, we're through the worst, or into the worst window now for the weather. Now these tyres are almost where I need them to be. We'll start turning them back up again. Gap still under 2 seconds at the moment. That is definitely closable. Now we'll start to inject a little bit more pace into these tyres. A lot of fuel to burn off, and with this amount of water, it's going to be tricky to burn it off actually as well. Probably should have switched the fuel setting a little bit sooner, a lap earlier. But at the same time, this means we will have plenty of fuel to burn off when we go back to dry running. So we can keep pushing the braking zones. 143 on the previous lap, 144.8 this time round. We are fractionally quicker. And this lap we should have a bigger closing margin. They are pulling away from Stroll. You're going to the Hungarian Grand Prix next week. Isn't it this weekend? For some reason I thought it was this weekend. No, next weekend, yeah. Weird. Oh, that'll be fun for you. Whereabouts on the track are you going to be?
Can use overtake.
"12 minutes. That's not long." Yeah, gap is starting to come down now that we're pushing hard. I'd be worried if it wasn't. Tire temps creeping back up again. Not overly concerned about that now. Don't want them to completely disintegrate, but we do want to push them hard while we've got the opportunity.
Cool the car.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good spot to be. That's where most of the overtaking action is going to take place.
Keep cooling the car.
I couldn't quite get the move done with either driver. Oh, here we go. Side by side with Max. Tries to squeeze us, but he can't. We are through. Excellent stuff. Oh, are we? Are we through? Squeeze out the last of the battery that we have, and that's it. But it's enough. Can Donna complete the move?
And keep an eye on the battery.
No, and she's out of battery. All right, Embry back into the lead. Confidence looking pretty good.
Careful with this tyre.
Not so much for Donna. She hasn't been able to get an overtaking.
Need to drop the pace.
Put Embry back into neutral defence. Now we just need to wait for the inevitable change to Inters. Leclerc is still down in 7th place. We are dropping off the back of Isaac a little bit, but I want to get some battery in the car. Six minutes. 3 more laps and change.
time to push on these tyres.
You can push on tyres. We're good on tyres.
Yeah, we're just going to rinse the tyres again now
100%
till we stop.
100% pace.
We even stretch out a little bit of a lead over Max.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Start to close back in towards Isaac if we can. Got enough of a gap between our cars now that we can double stop them as well without potentially holding them up, assuming that we have clean stops.
And we are not expecting more rain, so I'll let you judge the conditions.
A little bit of water on the lens. This is working out nicely for Embry. She is pulling a gap. Donna starting to close back in on Isaac. Full box on the next lap, I think.
Box now.
You see a 142.5, a second faster than Max there.
Box.
Quick lap for Isaac. Donna took a good half a second out of him. Leclerc is still stuck in 7th place. Oh wow, Ocon, big loser from those earlier stops. Look at him down in 18th place. I never even clocked that one. Russell's up to 13th. So he's had a good recovery so far. Qualified 19th. Was able to take advantage of the carnage in the pit lane when the safety car came out. He could well be on for points again tonight. See how he's doing actually. He's tucked up behind Albon. Change that to next lap for both. Rain hasn't dried up quite as quickly as I thought it would.
Box now.
And Tsunoda's gone early. So is Oscar. Oh, what the hell? The track is suddenly... Oh, shit. Well, we're going to avoid some carnage in the pit lane. But look how quickly the track's drying up. It's 9 minutes. I'm wondering now if I just try and tough it out on these tyres. All right, let's see what the gap to Sonoda is and see how quickly he closes that gap down. We might be better just staying out and trying to go straight to softs. Oh,
What
issue in the pits for
exactly
Alex.
happened there, Karun?
So Russell will have gained a place.
Albon had come in to stop. But there's a problem jacking up the car.
And then he got held on release as well. Yeah, Albon's all the way down in 18th place now. Russell up to 12th.
Looks like the grade's clearing up.
Sonoda's definitely closing. It's only been 8 minutes until it's bone dry. Well, I say bone dry. 8 minutes till the DRS kicks back in. I've got to stay out, I think, and just hope. Which means I need to cancel those stops because I haven't cancelled them. Shit. Right, cancelled. Good. Stop cancelled. Shit, she's in anyway. Alright, well at least Donna will stay out. Max has stayed out. Alright, we've kind of split the strategy here. .5.
Clear at exit.
We've held position. We're still going to get out in front of Sonoda. Now I need to turn these tyres down so they don't completely fall apart before we even get the chance to box her.
Just manage your tires, please.
So 22.5 seconds. Let's see how quickly that comes down. It's a lot of time to make up in a very short space of time, but the conditions will certainly allow us to be several seconds a lap faster. We're second up already. And this is where Donna's going to struggle. Leclerc has stayed out, and those that have stayed out now are surely going to stay out. Yeah, Max has stayed out. Leclerc stayed out. Gap's now just 20 seconds. We're going to lose a lot of time to Max here, because we're in that window where we have to really save the tyres so they don't destroy themselves, and we're in that adaptability skill range window as well now. Embry, the first of the Inter runners, she is steaming up to the back of Sainz and co. At the very least, we're going to get Embry into peak confidence here, because she's going to fly past Sainz and Maloney. Leclerc all over Donna. Let's try and hold him up if we can. It's the braking zones where we're going to have the grip. Leclerc's in. That's early if he's going for softs, or well, for dries. Is he going slick tyres here? He is. He's going softs. No, mediums. He's going medium tyres. Is he going to try and go to the end? He might do. I have to box Donna this lap, I think.
Box. Let's go for a push. We're happy to stay where we are.
So Maloney pitted. He's gone soft tyre, so he's going 2 stops now to the end. Oh God, yeah, Donna is just dropping. She's getting pulled over for everybody because she's on the wrong compounder tyre. She's effectively being blue flagged here. And we are flying up to the back of Max. Max boxes. It's too early for Donna, but I've got no choice. She'll be slow, but at least she shouldn't get blue flagged. Max has gone mediums as well. I wonder if they're going to the end on those mediums. Oh, look at that. A 2.1 second stop. That's beautiful. Just what we needed. A quick stop. It's only 4th fastest. Red Bull dominating the pit stops then, it would seem. Where did her jar come from? Oh, it's because I got held up trying to get through, isn't it? That's why. Got held up with behind Donna.
And confirming where box is that.
Right, let's program her strategy in now. Now that we know when we're stopping. Just want to have a look. Yeah, mediums won't go to the end, so they must be going medium soft. Alright, so we are up against it. Let's see. Couple of cars, well, still a lot of cars yet to stop. It's still a touch early for Embry here, but track is drying up. I want to avoid getting potentially held up in the pits. 2.5. Track's almost dry now.
Can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit. DRS enabled.
No need to push the tyres.
Now I need to clear these guys quickly. Max is in there. He's been holding them up. .28 seconds behind Isaac.
Overtake is available.
And the front runners have gone round for another lap. It means I could have gone round another lap with Embry. Probably should have done. But the track is now coming alive. Tyres are up to temperature for both drivers. This is our chance to undercut Hajar and co. And maybe move Donna back up the order a little bit as well. Problem in the pits for someone. I'm going to come out just behind Behrman. Yeah, for sure had the issue.
It's the Haas making the stop. Oh, but they have trouble releasing the car.
That was the noise I heard that said we had a problem. Not closing Hajar down, unfortunately, frustratingly. Still kind of in that awkward adaptability window, which isn't helping us. The track is drying up more and more. Our pace is going to improve more and more, but I think Hajar, Stroll, Sonoda and Piastri all have a chance of getting out in front of us here. Should have gone the extra lap. That's it for battery. Finally starting to close in on Behrman and Gasly. Look, gap suddenly come down by a second. Here comes Embry. Oh, we come out right behind Stroll. But we have jumped Piastri and Hajar and Sonoda. In fact, we'll actually get the DRS here on Stroll. Chance to make an immediate move. He's gone hard, so he's going to try and go to the end, I think, on those tyres. We've got the move done, and we had to get that done there before he got those tyres up to temperature. Excellent move. Just under peak confidence. Chance to go after Max now.
Recharge on.
And I'm away from Stroll. For now. But I'm out of battery. May get back in. Actually losing ground to Gasly. Annoyingly, might be because I ran out of battery on the previous lap. Stroll has got back in. No biggie. Well, 30.3. Behrman absolutely hammering it right now, trying to build the gap. Given that we saved an extra set of softs as well, I think those that stopped early for softs are going to go mediums at the end, or maybe even hards. Those who stopped on mediums will probably go to softs. We're going to try and go soft. And those that went hards, like Stroll, are probably going to try and go to the end, but they may push them. Like, instead of using mediums, they may just push a set of hards and then go soft. We've got 4 cars on hard tyres. Everyone else on mediums or softs. That gap's gone back up to 3 seconds. Where is Donna's pace? Confidence isn't where it needs to be, but I mean, it's not that far off. Track's almost bone dry now. Wayne, did you check the link I sent you on PSN last night? We are closing on Verstappen. Just annoyingly bringing Stroll with us.
Just keep looking after your tires.
Leclerc looking to make the move on Yuki. This is the first of the hard runners to be caught by Charles. He might give up the DRS to Tsunoda here. He has. Just about got him covered into the first turn. But Yuki will try and go around the outside.
It doesn't matter, doesn't matter.
No, that doesn't matter. We'll go into harvest mode.
Let's have recharge on then, please. Let the tyres come back to you.
We're still losing ground to Gasly. Where's Donna's pace? I don't understand this. Why is she so slow? She's doing 131.6s. She's just not on the pace at all. I don't understand it. I know I've got her tyres down slow, but I mean, she's been doing that kind of time for the last half a dozen laps.
if you can, push. And we can have recharge on, please.
Hajar is closing that gap as well. Quick lap from him, 1:30.9, bringing Oscar with him. They're going to be on us very, very soon at this rate. I have another push, see if I can get past Stroll and close the gap to Max.
Stay close.
Maybe that's what I need to do with Donna. Just give her a lap where she just goes for it. Get her onto Gasly, charge up, and then try and go after Behrman.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press on hold available.
And this time we have dropped Stroll. Decides to set a fastest lap. 1:29.8. We've just opened up a 2-second gap over Stroll. We've got a real chance of maybe taking the fastest lap here.
And keep an eye on your battery.
And we do. So 1:29.5.
Okay, that is the fastest lap.
Charge on.
And there we go, taking a good chunk of time out of Gasly.
Recharge on, recharge on.
Built the gap up over Porsche. Russell now in the top 8. Oh, and immediately the fastest lap's taken from us by Albon. We didn't have a great first sector, so it's not that surprising it didn't last. Plus, track's only going to get better as the race goes on. Fuel loads are going to come down. That fastest lap won't stand either. 1:29.1.
Let's try to get him.
Let's continue to push. Get close. And go into saving mode. Need to get Donna's confidence up. Gasly's pushing. He's responding to our flying lap. He's closing the gap down to Behrman. 30.0. Damn it. That means I'm going to keep pushing even longer. Tyres won't last much longer if I keep doing that. They're okay for now. Didn't take any time out of Max. In fact, he did a 1:31 dead, 44 thousandths quicker. At least we've left Stroll in the dust. And just in time too, because there's Hajar and Piastri, Leclerc and Russell all over the back of him. Tsunoda now down to 8th place. He's not having a good time at the moment. Oh, have we caught the DRS? Have we caught the DRS? Not quite. The end of the lap we will. Caught Gasly just in time, because I need to turn these tyres down.
Drop down the pace now. Okay, charge on.
There we go. Come on, one last push.
Overtake is available.
Get in that DRS range. Isaac trying to find his way through. Those two teams, both of them former teams of ours. One driver very much sponsored and brought in and nurtured by us. Well, not brought in, but nurtured by us. Hajar was already at the team. Stroll very much not. Embry's in range, but she's out of battery. Can she stay in? As we approach the end of the lap, please stay in range, please stay in range.
So recharge on.
You can keep the pace up on these compounds.
Yes.
We want to manage our tyre budget.
I'm going to lose it straight away as well, aren't I?
Okay, please.
Yep. Oh, god damn it.
Time to push on these tyres.
We have to protect those tires. Charge on for now.
God damn it, Max is just breaking away from me. I can't keep up. Damn
Be
it.
careful with this tyre.
Got to cool the tyres. Oh, hi there, main event. Sorry, I didn't even see you popped in there in between Cloud's messages. My apologies. How are you doing tonight? Jesus, 129.8 from Max. We did all that work and then he just like, nope, puts the hammer down. He's now 3.5 seconds ahead. Jesus. Right, let's try and get through on this lap.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Still haven't got the move. There we go. Finally got the move done. That's a nice, healthy improvement to our confidence level. Let's go after Ollie. 4 seconds the gap now. Yeah, we're at the point now where these tyres are going to start to struggle a little bit. How's Ollie's tyres doing? About the same as Donna's. Almost in range, but almost out of battery as well.
Charge on, charge on.
That gap to Max is just getting bigger and bigger. Okay, which is going to be quicker? Mediums. Alright, that settles it.
We can still do it. Cool the car.
Come on, give me that peak confidence. There we go. Lovely stuff. So Max is going to be very quick in this final stint because he's going to go to softs. We can't really stretch them that far. But we'll get an undercut and we'll just be careful. We won't go crazy with the tyres. Might go for a really fast flying lap attempt at some point, but we'll see. It's a hell of a gap that's opened up between the two. Look, 14 seconds, nearly 15 seconds. That's what staying out on the wets too long did. Max was up with traffic for a second then. It's like, who's getting lapped? But no one. So we are probably going to lose first place in the constructor standings if things stay like this. I'm hopeful that we can move Donna back up the order a bit more before this Grand Prix is over. Get some more points in her.
Box, 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 box.
She's going to lose some ground in the driver's standings, but she's got a big lead at the moment, so we can afford to lose some ground to Max tonight. This will certainly help Embry. It'll be, you know, where she is great for her and damage limitation for us as a team. If I can just get in front of Max, that would be even better. Maybe the undercut will work. Gap is 5 seconds. That's how much we need to close up before Max stops. And then I think we'll be able to hold him back if we're careful. Or at least stay with him if he gets past us. And then try and get him again towards the end of the race. Ah, damn it. Took the position from me.
Look after the tires.
.5, another average, well,
Clear
slow
and
stop really.
exit.
See what Donna can do. She had 2.1, can we go any quicker? Nope. 2.3, it's not bad.
That will be clear.
So Embry is out in front of Albon. Couple of seconds behind Teo. And Donna's a long way back. So Bevan and Albon are both going to be stopping soon. Maloney might well be stopping at the end of this lap. Max has only got a few more laps in him. Leclerc's only got a couple more laps in him. Norris has still got plenty of life in those tyres, and the Haas are probably going to try and go to the end. They're going to be slow, so they're not really in contention for the win. Oh, that Max is in this lap. Jesus. That I did not expect. There goes my big undercut chance. He's going hard. Oh, interesting. I did not expect to see that. I think yes, I did just get on the DRS there.
Press overtake.
This is my flying lap attempt.
Stay close.
It's already busted because I couldn't get through. In which case, full abort.
No need to push the tyres.
Now a little worried
Manage your
about
tires.
my chances with Donna. Charles is in. What tyres is he going on to? Ollie's in as well. He was on soft. It's hard tyres for Leclerc as well. And that's another set of softs for Behrman. And we have got in front of him again. So we've held position against Ollie.
Recharge off, please.
So I'm really not sure how this is going. Oh, Russell is boxing from hards. No, Russell's on softs. Is he? When did he? I didn't even realise he'd gone on softs. Piastri was on hards. That's another set of softs for George. I mean, I had new softs. I could have gone new softs. But, you know, it did show that it would be quicker to go on the mediums.
Need to drop the pace.
Let's have a look at the battle for the lead. All on hard tyres, all presumptively going to the end. Max on a push lap this lap. He's gone on to Gasly. The Gasly boxes. Did Max get the DRS? Yes, he did. Shit. Donna should get out in front of Gasly. He's just leaving his box. Donna's gone through. Yeah, she's through, comfortably through. So back into the points again. Albon still has the quickest lap. We'll have to do something about that. Let's have a crack with Donna. I'll have a crack with Ember as well, actually.
Let's have 100% pace, please.
Not going to get the DRS, which is not going to help us, but we've got enough battery for one pushing lap. See if we can at least close those gaps down to the cars in front. We are very much in contention for a podium with Embry here, because Norris is probably going to have to stop again. And if we take Max out of the picture, everyone else is going to be slow. You can see we've been lapping anywhere between half a second and a second quicker than the cars in front, without even pushing. New personal best in the first sector for Donna, no personal best for Embry, but again, no slipstream. Definitely closing on Max, and we go purple with Embry in the middle. Belajax is in, dropping into the back. 15 laps to go. Now it's purple for Donna. New fastest lap attempts. 128.1. There we go. It's a good lap.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Very good lap.
And a 128.1. So close. Look at that. 22 thousandths of a second the difference between their two efforts there. But it's better for for Donna to have the fastest lap, because she is leading the standings. So that bonus point will do her more good than it will Embry. We're almost out of that spare fuel now. I just don't think we've got enough pace to catch Max, unfortunately. Leclerc's going to be a problem as well. He's on course for third at the moment. Although, having said that, George is only 3 seconds behind, and we're not that much further behind either. Oh, God, she's in driving clean air. God, how much quicker could she possibly have gone like that? Maybe not that much quicker, but it certainly wouldn't have helped.
Lift off for the fuel.
And save
She's
fuel
been
for
lapping
now.
like that for a
Save fuel
while,
now.
I think, as well. God, has she been lapping like that since we had her on Inters? Hope not. We must have had her on normal, on the slicks, on the softs. Not sure when I would have turned that on. Maybe when I tried to get past Porsche. Who was it I tried to overtake? I don't know. Let's see what she does across the line. Well, you see the leaders doing 132s. Max with a 129.2. He gets himself up into 4th place. Past Tsunoda and Norris. Yeah, look at that. 0.6 of a second quicker. And that was without the fuel push as well. Oh, that's so frustrating. Just quickly save a little bit of battery and tyre.
Recharge on.
No point pushing while they're side by side like that. we get enough battery in the car, we can try and take them both at the same time. And Max is behind a three-way fight, so I'm hoping he's going to get stuck there for a little while. Hoping they won't make it easy for him.
If you can, push.
Oh, excellent opportunity there, just went for the lunge, got it. And now we can get past Yuki nice and quickly. Oh, he squeezed us into the wall. That's cheeky. Naughty, naughty, naughty from Yuki-san over there. Max gets past Piastri. And he gets past Stroll as well. My God, he's just tearing through them. Jesus. Come on, guys, put up some kind of a fight, please. Don't let him just scamper off. So close, he's going to get straight past here as well, isn't he? Hajar nearly pushed him into the wall, but Max is going to have the traction and the acceleration. He's through.
And recharge on. Let the tyres come back to you. We want to manage our tyre budget.
And that's it, Max is away. He'll break DRS before the next zone. Norris is still out there. How much longer can he go? Ten laps left. Running out of time to do something special with Donna here. Albon gets past Sainz. Norris is overtaken by Charles.
Time to push on these tyres.
I am losing time. Very slow lap for Norris. He's going to have to box, surely. He's already outside of DRS on Leclerc. He's crawling around right now.
Stay close. overtake is available.
Oh, come on, Embry, don't half-arse it. There you go.
And we can have recharge on, please. Just be careful with this tyre.
And you can pick up the pace.
So back into second place, long way behind Max now. He's gone.
Overtake available.
I should have tried to punch through without battery early. Might have had a chance of at least staying close enough to maybe do something. It's not completely over. You never know. Still got a little bit of battery left. Enough for a few corners of pushing. Got a little bit of tyre to play with. Maybe we can just eke up towards the back of him if he makes a mistake. There's a lock-up somewhere, we've got him. It's a big ask. Norris still out there. He's just going to have to pray he doesn't get a puncture. It also means he's going to be horrendously slow. We need to clear him ASAP.
Okay, keep cooling the car now.
Not even going to wait for the DRS zone. We'll lose so much time through the slow corners. Got to try and do something to get after George.
Charge on.
Seven laps left. Oh, George's tyres are still in really good nick. Let's see the pace of some of the front runners. Not amazing. Charles going to try and punch his way through past Stroll and Piastri, which are a little way further ahead, but not by much. They're still in DRS range, which is good. That's going to help keep Leclerc back, potentially. But if he has a lunge in a braking zone like that, it's only a matter of time before he does find a way through. Max is flying again, a 129. There we go, 130.0. What does Embry do? Cross the line. 130.1, yeah, we're not catching that.
6 laps to go.
I would love to do something with Donna, though. Get her up another place or two. 5 seconds is a big margin to overcome at this stage of the race, though, with no battery, no fuel to push with, and running out of tyres. Norris finally pits. Finally. So he's now probably going to take the fastest lap away from us. That's annoying. At least we got the overtaking on him. to boost Donna's confidence again before he boxed. I bet they're brand new softs as well, aren't they? Yeah, of course they are. At some point the AI should have realised, I'm not going to be able to go the distance here. I've got a brand new set of softs. I should probably just cut my losses and box rather than going to just 5-6 laps to go. Ridiculous. George's tyres have finally dipped under 60%. He had a slow lap last lap. Is this going to be something a bit more indicative of a drop in his pace? 131.1. 130.2. 9/10 of a second. If that keeps going, we can get him. And if we can get him quickly, we may even have a chance at Yuki. Yuki's tyres are hard tyres and in worse shape than ours right now, but ours will be bad by the time we get to him, if we get to him at all. Alright, come on Donna, the hunt is on. Can you get past George for 8th? Will we see our imitate life and George throw himself off at his favourite corner? Not this time. George is closing on Tsunoda as well, so yeah, we took 2 seconds out of Tsunoda nearly. There is a double position gain available potentially here. Although I think George has upped his pace again. He's either responding to us or he smells blood in the water with Tsunoda. 130.6, 132.0, and we did a 130.4. We took 2/10 out of him on that lap.
Head down now.
I'm not going to go hammering after Max because there's no point. Bring the car home now.
No need to push the tyres.
Nothing left to play for Donna. She's secure in second. Embry, sorry. Donna though, it's still all to play for. 3.5 laps to go. Russell has caught Yuki. Hopefully he gets held up. No way through, that's good. Gap's gone back up to 4 seconds. Yuki pushing as well now to try and stave off Russell. There we are. Just popping up in the background. The gap is coming down to Oscar. We just had another 5 laps. What do we do? 130.2. Yeah, we're taking 2 seconds a lap out of Stroll and Co. But they are just a little bit too far ahead. Come on, Yuki. Hold him off. Hold him off, please. Hold him off. Oh, you bastard. Let him through. It's another great recovery drive from Russell. Up 12 places now. Started 19th, up to 7th, and only a second and a half behind his teammate. He may not have much luck in qualifying, but boy, could he put in some good performances in the race. Leclerc now is through into third place. Stroll's not going to be able to hold him back. Too much of a loss in tyres. He's not going to catch us. 9 seconds behind us.
No more lift-off required.
Come on, Donna. Everything you've got now. Russell's gone probably as far as he's going to go. He may get Piastri, but he's not going to get to the head of that field. He's now going to be lapping at Stroll's pace. Stroll's doing 1:32.2s. We took a second and a half, and the gap now under 3 seconds. 2.5 seconds. We are closing hard and fast here, but we're only going to have 1 lap to do it and no battery to exploit, really. 2 seconds.
We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
1.5 seconds. A second. We are flying onto the back of Tsunoda here. Final lap. Tsunoda's back into DRS again. Damn it. Just going to stretch him away from me on the main straight. Oh, have we got the DRS? I think we just got it. We did. Thank God for that. We needed it.
I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift-off where you can.
Got to get Yuki into this turn here. Into turn 4.
Or you can use the deploy.
Couldn't get him. Shit.
Cool the car, please.
He's going to squeeze me into the wall again, isn't he? Yep.
Cool the car.
Up the inside. Up the inside. No. Shit. Have to save what little battery I've got left. Let me at least get 8th place.
Ciao, John.
If I can't get this move done, I'm not going to get it done at all.
Can press
Here.
overtake where possible.
It's my only chance. That's it.
Okay,
I'm out of battery. Shit. There goes my opportunity. No battery left.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
It is a win for Max. Embry crosses the line in second. Donna is going to finish in third. In ninth. Third would have been lovely. It's Leclerc in third. And we needed just a little bit more from Donna. If we'd had one more lap, I could have saved the tyres, I could have got a little bit more battery in the car, I could have at least got past Tsunoda. Ninth isn't horrible considering, you know, how much she lost in the wet weather. And she got the fastest lap as well, so it's 2 points for ninth and a point for fastest lap, so it's 3 points to take out of Max's 25, so 22 points lost in the driver standings tonight. Big points for Red Bull in the constructor standings. Damage limitation enabled with Embry's second place and pole position, so 19 points for her. But yeah, we've lost ground in both standings, and we might not even hang on to the lead in the constructors. That might have switched back to Red Bull. We shall find out in a moment.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
Definitely a well-deserved podium. You've got to say their race strategy was very good indeed.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
This race was hella interesting. Yeah, weather always throws a monkey in the wrench, doesn't it, when it comes to strategy? A monkey wrench in the works. A monkey in the wrench. Maybe a monkey with a wrench in the works. There we go. We are looking at the final confirmation of the results there. It is a win for Max. That's his 5th win of the season, I believe. Ahead of Embry, who gets another podium. She's in a good vein of form. Leclerc up 2 places as well to take the final step on the podium there. Hajar finishes in 4th where he started. Good race for Stroll at 5 places. Oscar up 3 to take 6th. There you see another great recovery drive from George. Up 12 places, gets himself another 6 points. If he could sort his qualifying out, he would be a real threat. He really would. Tsunoda in 8th place. Donna down 7 places to finish in 9th, but with the fastest lap for the bonus point there. And Gasly up 5 places to take the final point for Alpine. Looking at the bottom half, there is Behrman up 6 places to 11th. Bourchier, good recovery race from him as well after starting at the back of the grid. Gets up to 12th. And less than 4 tenths behind Behrman in the end. Sainz in 13th, not a great race for him. Albon down in 14th, and it's Ocon 15th. Norris down in 16th. So the McLarens both went backwards. Not great for them. Ocon caught out badly in the pits when we changed back onto soft tyres or slicks at the end there. And Norris inexplicably trying to take his tyres to the end when they were never going to make it and having to box with 5 or 6 laps to go. Verschoor finishes 17th ahead of Maloney, Belisax and Zhou failing to finish. The driver standings look like this. Donna still leads the championship. Big gap has come down. We were 69 points clear. That gap is now down to 47. But we do still have a nice little lead. Leclerc 10 points further back on 207. No points for Norris tonight, and Embry takes a big step towards hunting down Lando. That gap is now just 17 points thanks to her 2nd place and pole position bonus point. And with the number of races won tied, it does pose an interesting question if we do end up finishing level on points. They see George still ahead of his teammate by quite a margin there, 24 points, although Oscar did outscore him by 2 tonight. No points for Teo in 8th place. He's losing some ground and coming under pressure from Isaac. As you can see, just 3 points behind now. Yuki gets 4 points that moves him up into 10th place above Ollie Behrman. Then it's Zhou in the 2nd Mercedes. Sainz in the Alpine ahead of Lance Stroll. Level on points, but with a higher finishing position. This Sainz has got a podium this season. Then it's Ocon in the 2nd McLaren. Gasly in the 2nd Alpine on 19 points. Then it's Maloney, Belisax, Albon and Verschoor, still without a point. Constructor standings does see Red Bull retake the lead there. 6 points the gap. It's close, very close. It is a 2-horse race. McLaren's early promise at the start of the year has fallen away completely. Ferrari are coming back and looking like they're going to have a good stranglehold on 3rd if they can keep this pace going. They are much, much more consistent. 236 points against 205, a 31-point gap. Then it's Alfa Romeo in 5th place on 147. Mercedes in 6th on 128. Just a point behind is AlphaTauri on 127. This is an interesting fight for 5th. Any of these teams could still do it, but Hajar's been in a really rich vein of form recently, picking up a lot of points. Behrman's chipped in with some good points here and there as well. So definitely anyone's guess as to who's going to finish in 5th. Alpine still a long way back in 8th place, just a single point tonight, but continuing to fall further behind. Williams in 9th on 6 points and Haas in 10th with 4. Let's take a look at the pit stops. Red Bull with the quickest stops. No surprise there. And then it's AlphaTauri with the next two quickest stops. No real surprise there either. Donna, though, in 5th place, quicker than both of the McLarens. Mercedes in 8th, then Alpine 9th, and we do get a point with Embry as well with her 2.2 second stop. Lovely stuff. So, standings look like that. 564 points for Red Bull. That competition is now completely done and dusted, as they now have a gap over 200 points. They are 216 points clear with just a handful of rounds to go. So Red Bull have pretty much got this competition sewn up. McLaren jump Alpine. Early promise from Alpine has drifted away a little bit, and McLaren have come back strong. So they now move into 3rd, 8 points clear of Alpine. Ferrari in 5th on 142 points. No points for them tonight. That's a bit of a surprise. Gives us the opportunity to close up the gap now 8 points to Ferrari, as we are in 6th on 134. Mercedes in 7th on 96 points. 4 more and they will hit triple figures. And still no points for Williams, Alfa or Haas. And they see a record of our stops. Good stops all round, really, for Donna. 2.2, 2.1 and 2.3. 2.2, 2.5, 2.5 and 2.5 for Embry. Yeah, not quite so consistent. Well, more consistent, you would argue, but at the wrong end of the scale. Let's have a look at the report cards then. 3 and 4. Is that it? She only got 3 overtakes all race. Wow. Yeah, I suppose that tracks. 4 failed overtakes, 6 successful defences, only 2 failed. Embry in good form tonight. 11 and 9 in the overtakes. Positive numbers. That's good to see for her. And 6 and 3 in defence. Hopefully, that will encourage her to boost her overtaking a little bit more. We shall see. As far as the sponsors go, we did not get our finish position incentive of 2 in the top 8, but no penalty. We did get both cars into Q2, and we got the fastest lap. We got both cars into Q3 and 2 cars in the top 10, or did we say top 8? I think we said top 10. Not sure. No, top 10 would have been 227 as well, so maybe the top 8. So we do make a bit of a profit there, 800 grand on our base rate, 3.75 added to the bank. And we do get an overall rating increase for Embry there, up to 86. Nice. Let's check in with the inbox. So, car inspection. Side pods failed, just as well. We started making some more. Front wing failed as well. Japanese Grand Prix in 4 days. We might have to go back to an older model of side pod for Donna there. Got spare front wings. That won't be an issue. Change to the prize money. Yeah, we'll vote for it. Take some money away from Red Bull for next year. Oh, and us. But again, we won't be here. And given where this car's likely to end up next year, you know, extra money for positions down from 5th to 9th might be might be a good thing. All right, let's fix the cars. Install replacements. Why is it not saying? Oh, because we changed the side pods, didn't we, on race day? So it was the ones that we had on the car before we put the new spec on that failed. Well, that works out quite nicely. We know about staff. Dan Fallows leaving the team at the end of the year, as are we. So we'll leave that one up to the gods to see who signs. We may have to renew him. Won't let us advance to the final day. Yeah, let's offer him a new 1-year deal. Nope. Right, a 2-year deal. Do you want a 3-year deal? Thought he was close to retiring. Okay, he wanted a 3-year deal. He just wants more money now, or a lump sum. Give him a signing bonus. There we go. So, we've got that out of the way. We will, at the end of next Saturday's live stream, just have a quick peek at next season's grid, just for shits and giggles, to see what would happen. But we won't be doing any racing, obviously. Right. 4 days to go. It's another wet race. Come on. Enough with the wet races, please. We're trying to beat Red Bull in the standings, and these wet races do not help. It'll be dry there. I think we can pretty much guarantee that one. Who knows when we go to Austin? It's usually dry at Mexico, but not always. Brazil is anyone's guess. Vegas, I haven't seen a wet race at Vegas yet, and it's always dry there as well. So we should finish the season strongly in the last 2 races. But yeah, a bit of an unknown quantity in Austin, Mexico, and Brazil weather-wise. Yeah, did not want to see that for tomorrow's race. All right, let's advance time just a few more days. There we go. And that is it for tonight. So, yeah, another mixed race. A strong performance for Embry tonight and a not so strong performance for Donna. Roles reversed from yesterday at Monza, where it was Donna who performed brilliantly and Embry who had a bit of a bad race. No real mistakes made, just a surprising lack of pace at one point for Donna. You know, when we first got her onto slicks after the rain, and obviously the issue with the tyres, the full wets just falling apart completely. Probably should have boxed her onto the inters with Embry and gone with that. In hindsight, it was the right call to do, but obviously we made the wrong one with her Embry's decision, despite the fact we tried to cancel it. Turned out to be the right one. And again, we kind of made a mistake with her as well. We could have kept her out an extra lap, and maybe we could have undercut Max if we'd done that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how we do tomorrow. Yeah, don't forget, tomorrow, Saturday, we will be streaming. We'll be starting at 7 p.m. UK time, and we'll get the Japanese Grand Prix out of the way. And then Monday will be the start of the final week of our time here with F1 Manager 2023 as we head to Losail for the Qatar Grand Prix and a sprint weekend. So I hope to see you all for both of those events. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager.